All right, so another week is in the books for the most important league ever, the Small Ball League. So let's take a look at what happened last week in some of the matchups. We had some crazy stuff going on. Let's start off with regular legs and little money. And before I go any further, it's pretty clear that there are a lot of people in the league that have some class. You can see some upgraded names across the league if you take a look. We'll see if people can figure out how to acclimate to that. Anyways, take a look at regular legs here. Getting a little bit beat up on a little money. I don't know why it says that. There we go. So we got Deshaun Watson, who had a kind of a rough game for fantasy last week, and Nick Chubb was fine. He probably could have been a lot better in that game. A little disappointing, actually, just because the Browns kind of took over that whole game, and it wasn't really much of a game for the Jets, much at all. Wentz was good. At least pretty good, and then Barkley was just himself, always getting a touchdown, always getting over 100 yards. Pretty good. Going to bring both of them to 1-1. Here we go. We had the One True Morty matching the league high 57 from last week. Rascal won last week. Baby Legs won last week. And here we got Lamar Jackson and Dalvin Cook for a hefty sum there. We got Rodgers. Johnson got a hamstring tweak, and then he was out for a little while in that game, and then he came back. But not enough to overtake the One True Morty, that's for sure. Here we go with ball fondlers and cooks on cooks on cooks. Another game where a 1-0 team facing off an 0-1 team and everybody getting back to even here. Josh flipped over his whole team last week, dropping, I believe he had Gurley and Russell Wilson to pick up Allen and Eckler. So looks like it worked out for him. He got 40 points there, which just barely enough to beat Brady and Bell from ball fondlers. And let's take a look at Mac. All right, so here's Big Mac Special Sauce, and my team is in great pain. Wubba Lubba Dub Dub. That's Josh Woods' team. So here we see Goff and Kamara. Josh is actually the only manager in the league that's 0-2 at this stage, and Mac with Elliott and Prescott rolling with the Cowboys. Looks like a pretty good strategy this week. 46, one of the higher totals in the league this week. Here we got small balls. We got Ben. Ben's the only 2-0 manager with Mahomes again. Mahomes carrying and Connor not great again. But Rivers and McCaffrey last week putting up the highest point total with 57. This week, 17. Pretty bad. So Bradley from the highest point total to the least point total. And if we take a look at the divisional breakdown here, we've got small balls at 2-0, we've got Great Pain at 0-2, and everybody else 1-1. So very competitive so far, very close. Anybody could win this thing, anybody could lose it. And remember, don't get last in this sucker, because otherwise you're going to be paying up. So anyways, looks pretty interesting. It's pretty exciting. Good to see all the action with all the adjusted team names there. I'll post this video this evening.